Netflix's Queen of the South series follows the story of a woman who led one of the most successful drug operations in history. But who is the real woman behind the story? Queen of the South. Netflix first aired the series on the 23rd of June 2016, running for 3 complete seasons. The lead character in the series, Teresa Mendoza, operated a cocaine smuggling route, then faked her death and eloped with her lover, ending a series based on the 2002 novel La Reina del Sur by Arturo Pérez Reverte. According to the author, his lead character was loosely based on the life of former drug lord Sandra Avila Beltran. Sandra Avila Beltran. She was known as the Queen of the Pacific for successfully smuggling multi-ton shipments of Colombian cocaine into the United States of America during her years in the drug trafficking business. Sandra Avila Beltran was born on the 9th of January 1960 to Maria Luisa Beltran Felix and Alfonso Avila Cuentero, direct descendants of Mexican drug cartel leaders. Her father was related to Rafael Caro Cuentero of the Guadalajara cartel. Her great-granduncle, Juan José Cuentero Payan of the Juarez cartel, was extradited to the US on charges of drug trafficking, making Avila a third-generation drug baron. It wasn't only her father's side of the family that was knee-deep in drug trafficking. On her mother's side, the Beltran brothers were responsible for smuggling large quantities of heroin to the US. Avila's exposure to the excesses of the Mexican drug cartels began at a young age. At age 13, she had already witnessed her first murder and seen firsthand the true power of the cartel. Life as an outlaw. Due to her family's ties to the cartel, Avila quickly became influential in the cocaine distribution business. She was married twice to rogue police commanders who later became cartel members and assassinated by rival factions. But it was her relationship with Juan Diego Espinoza Ramirez, aka the Tiger, that she became the narco-terrorist we know today. Ramirez was an influential member of the Norte del Valle cartel in Colombia. Their relationship would be the final piece needed to flood the US markets with cocaine, with Avila becoming the link between Colombian cocaine and Mexican routes. Avila Beltran smuggled multi-ton shipments of cocaine from Manzanillo to California. For many years, she continued her operation unchecked by the authorities. Avila had built a strong cover story, claiming to sell clothes and help clients with real estate property. But her operations would not remain hidden forever. In 2001, a shipment of cocaine was found at the port city of Manzanillo, prompting an investigation by local authorities. Arrest and imprisonment. In 2002, a rival cartel kidnapped Avila's son from one of her marriages and demanded a ransom of $5 million. In a moment of panic, she reported to the police. Although the queen managed to get her son back alive, the police would begin to suspect her, launching an investigation into her relationship with the cartel. After 4 years of brilliant investigative work by more than 30 special agents, Avila was arrested and charged with laundering billions of dollars worth of drugs smuggled from Colombia to Mexico. She was also linked to the shipment of cocaine confiscated in 2001 and sentenced to prison. Extradition. In August 2012, the Mexican authorities extradited Avila to the US states to face charges for several cocaine shipments to Chicago. Previous attempts at Avila's extradition had been unsuccessful, but she would eventually face trial at an American court. During the trial, Avila admitted to being an accessory after the fact to the crime of drug trafficking, and in a plea deal, she agreed to provide the travel details of her accomplice and lover, Juan Diego Espinoza Ramirez. On the 30th of July 2013, Avila was released from US custody and deported to Mexico, where she was rearrested and convicted of money laundering. Sandra Avila Beltran was sentenced to 5 years in prison, but released early in 2015 from the Federal Social Readaptation Federal Prison in Tepic. After spending 7 years in prison with 2 of those in isolation, Avila now lives a simple life in the city of Guadalajara.